Hello and welcome back to MBC News. I'm Dusa Dragonash, your anchor for this evening, and I've got with me a stalwart bunch of, well, they would be the seven dwarfs, but there are only three of them and none of them are small. So, the Arab Spring turns bloody in Syria. Contenders line up for the presidential campaign in the US. Bill Gates gives away more money. And Google and Solar City have got together to lease solar heating systems.
And Amaretto Breedables, a Second Life-based company that creates and sells avatar horses, has donated $22,000 to a therapeutic riding center in Fallbrook, California. The company began selling breedables in September 2010 and since then raised many thousands of dollars for charitable causes. According to one of the owners, Josie Smith, quote, "We had a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness in October and raised $69,000. We also sold horses with beautiful cherry blossoms for Japanese relief and raised $84,000, unquote. Amaretto is now planning on fundraising for Relay for Life in July.
I don't know whether they keep their stables. InWorld Solutions, a company based in Palo Alto, California, has been working with the Janus Community Clinic in Santa Cruz to develop an online support and therapy program for drug addiction. The company's co-founder, Ivan Stegman, says that the program does not replace face-to-face therapy but can be a useful adjunct to traditional sessions. The program developers will present the results of their pilot program to the American Psychology Association conference in Washington, D.C. in August.
Well, a new law passed in Tennessee makes it a crime to, quote, transmit or display an image online that is likely to frighten, intimidate, or cause emotional distress to someone who sees it, unquote. Now, if found guilty, a poster can get up to a year of jail time or up to $2,500 in fines. Now, the problem is that anyone who sees the image intentionally or unintentionally can claim, I'm offended. So if someone sends, for example, a cartoon of Muhammad to a friend, if that image ends up being passed around and offends a Muslim, then the original poster is liable. Mm-hmm.
If anybody's offended by this news, they'll have to apply to Next Island's CEO, David Post, announced in a press release that after 3 years of development, Next Island has opened its doors to the casual user with content of quests, time travel, vivid backstories, story-driven gameplay, real cash economy, etc. Unlike many other new developments who are trying to tempt in the long-term stable resident, David Post has focused his attention on casual players. NextIsland.com is a recent Planet addition to the Entropia site. Rather uniquely, they have developed the backstory for Next Island as a standalone game for the iPhone or iPad, which you can download from their website. And it's TechSpot with Melbourne's writer.
Oh, thank you, Dusa. It seems as part of their strategy to increase collaboration across the industry and academic settings, Intel Labs have announced that they will release the source code for its distributed scene graph 3D internet technology. This code is part of an ongoing effort to augment the OpenSim open source virtual world simulator and will enable developers to build virtual regions where people can work or play online with, wait for it, a cast of thousands instead of being limited to less than 100 as they are today. This is more than 20 times improvement on sim capacity, and Intel will release the code for its DSG 3D at the end of June. You'll be able to get the code at opensimulator.org/wiki/download. Meanwhile, Kitely, the web-based system that allows your sim visitors to access your world from the web, has updated and added 2 of the more commonly requested features. 1, the ability to select which virtual world viewer to use, and 2, exporting your worlds into ARR files. The new plugin is version 1.2.0, and you can choose which virtual world viewer will be launched when you click the Enter World in the world page. Also, the OnLive platform have announced a new interface for the iPad, which will be allowing streaming of virtual worlds on that device too. And finally, the big news of the week is really something called Open Avatar. Frustrated by the lack of high-quality 3D avatar generators, the team at VastPark have launched a flexible open 3D avatar specification and an open-source generator that uses industry-standard Collada format. The free Open Avatar SDK makes it possible for virtual world platforms to enable users to customize their avatars with swappable body parts, and it supports a range of deployment options such as in the cloud and behind the firewall. Open Avatar is both an open specification for 3D avatars and a high-level functionality, plus an open-source avatar generator capable of creating high-quality, highly optimized, meshed-based avatars. By using the Open Avatar pipeline, and I'm reading this in a press release, designers can create sets of textures and models, body parts, accessories, hair, etc., that all target on an avatar archetype. These textures and models are massively reusable and enable end users to have increased choices over their avatar customization. Avatar DNA definitions are not limited to human avatars, you'll be pleased to hear. So, back to you, Diza.
Well, speaking as a non-human avatar, I'm really happy to hear that. So now we're going to whiz over to Mr. Editorial Clarity for public service announcements.
Okay. I like the way you said the name then. That was really cool. Anyway, yeah, we've got quite a lot of stuff this week for public service announcements. Right, Glance International Agency launched its very popular Accessory Fair 2011 on Saturday, June 11th. This is a 2-week event to raise money for Relay for Life, whilst giving the residents of Second Life a nice shopping experience. The event is themed on ancient Egypt this year and runs until June 26th. For more information, you can head on over to www.glance-international.com. The press release for this year's MMIF, or the Machinima International Festival, is released on their website, explaining that MetaMeets, the European meeting of Metaverse interests, is being held during the day at the same venue. Taking place on the dates June 17th and 18th, 2011 at Club Carlsen in Real Life Amsterdam. The MMIF is a celebration of machinima films created in virtual worlds and video games on 3D internet platforms like Second Life. Tickets are on sale to the events. Just head on over to mmif.wordpress.com, or for MetaMeets tickets, just go to www.metameets.com. Virtual London Fashion Week is currently on, starting on Tuesday, June 14th and running until Saturday the 18th, featuring some of the biggest design brands on the grid. Some of these including Trebo, MEB and more. It is being run and organised by the Elegancia agency in Second Life and taking place at the Virtual London Sims. If you want to check it out, head on over and catch a show. SL8B. Well, we've all heard about it. It's going to be kicking off between now, when you see this, hopefully, and the next edition of the news. The event opens its gates on Monday, June 20th and will run until June 26th. It will feature the usual events such as live musicians, DJs, artists, displays, and a few Lindens hovering around. So if you're into the whole Linden spotting when you're bored, such as me, it's a great place to dive into that pleasure. Be sure to go and check it out if you have time. We shall be doing the news from there next week at the Magic Studio, but I've been told we cannot give any secrets about it though. Alright, finally tonight it's time to see what is new over on Metaverse TV homepage as far as entertainment goes for the residents and anyone else who is watching online. A new edition of Claim the Fame, where the theme was Renaissance style last week. 6 contestants were whisked down to 5 as the competition edges closer to the final. You can see previous shows and any other Metaverse TV shows via the Shows tab at the top of the page on metaversetv.com. But for the public service announcement is done. I've actually got group drama at the moment. There's drama going off in a group, so I'm going to go back to that. Back to you, Jason. Bye-bye.
Now, of course, we all want to know what the drama is, don't we?
Oh, I can't say it. I can't say it's, I'm not allowed to give away any secrets.
It's too dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not for tender ears like yours, ladies and gentlemen listening to the news. So we've come to the end of it. If you want a free wand from Mal Burns' writer, then you have to go to SL8B Magic show. And I don't know what you'll get free from us. A bit of a shock,
A
actually.
kiss.
Free kiss.
Yeah. Why not?
Actually, that's a good idea. If you turn up, right, and it will be hosted and we will be doing events like storytelling and the news and our shows from there. So if you turn up, you can say, I have listened to MBC News and I claim my free kiss from any member of staff.
Yeah.
And if you can catch Robusta's hats, let me know. Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Would you like to say goodbye?
Goodbye, good night, and we'll see you all next week.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good tomorrow, depending on wherever and whenever you are from a very magical me.
Oh, and bye-bye from me as well.
And it's goodbye from me too. Or me one. Anyway, stay safe from NBC News.